what's up? It's your boy MustacheDave, and we're back with another video on my first reactions. Let's get right into this. This game is developed by Amazon Studios. That's one thing I just want to touch on there because, you know, in my personal opinion, I believe, you know, Amazon has the resources and the data and the know-how to, you know, bring us a good quality game. So this game's called Breakaway. So the game is in alpha and it's through the Twitch app. So if you want to play this game, you know, download that Twitch app and then get the game through there. But it's looking pretty good. It's a 4v4 and there's a ball, and the main objective is pretty much just to score the goal. But it's not as easy as it sounds. You know, right off the bat, you know, I read the description. Oh, just score the goal. I was like, oh, okay, it's pretty simple concept. But then when you get into the game, there's just so much more that really gets into it. So I'm gonna do my best, try to explain. You know, I'm not the best, you know, professional at Breakaway yet. I'm not a pro scene Breakaway player, but you know, I get the gist of the game, and let's see what's going on. So as you saw, there's different, I don't know, they're called players, champions, I'm really not sure, I didn't catch it, but there's different characters that you could play. All right, you got your typical tanks, your assassins, your supports, and let's see, you got shooters, fighters, and nukers. So they're definitely, you know, a class-based system that they have going on, and I would assume, you know, for the full 4-man squad, you want to have, you know, a balance between them. You don't want just all assassins because, you know, I feel like that just won't work out. And to my understanding, you know, I didn't pay for it right now, it's free, and when it releases it should be free. And they have a kind of a system going on right now for the progression system, and I'm liking it. You play the different characters and you level them up that way, and as you level them up, for example, you hit level 2, you get this new skin for your sword, or you hit level 6, you get a new emote for that particular character. So you want to play all the characters, or you start off with your first character, level them all the way up to 10, you know, unlock all the unlocks that they have currently available, and it kind of gives you that motivation to want to try each character out for a good bit of time, just so you could unlock all 10 levels for the emotes, for the skins, for the taunts, or whatnot. So I like that. Okay, so then now let's talk about in-game. Right off the bat, you have the opportunity to collect these like little yellow shards, alright? And then you take those shards and you can spend them in the in-game little shop to improve your character stats pretty much. And there's 3 main categories. You got the attack, the defense, and the miscellaneous. So, you know, just an example, like in the miscellaneous section, you could spend your little yellow shards on making your movement faster. Something that I pretty much do almost every time, just because it's so hard for me personally to, you know, get the ball and run away from the enemy without getting knocked out my hand. So, you know, any advantage I can get as far as, you know, getting away from those guys to make that score, I like it. So you have the progression with the individual characters, you have the in-game little shard shop, I guess I'll call it. And then, you know, there's another thing that I think is a major factor in this game when, you know, picking the different champions for your team. You have these special character only like traps, I'm gonna call them. You know, they can come in handy, especially in the late game. There's some characters with like these turns that shoot you, and every time you get shot while you're holding the ball gets shot out your hand as well. So, you know, late game, if it's a real back and forth and you have like 1 or 2 characters that have like those turns that shoot the enemy, it's really overpowered in my opinion, because it just makes scoring a goal so difficult. But you know, I like this idea with each character having their own special little trap, and you get to place one at the beginning of each round, so it's not too overpowered, I guess, and they can be destroyed, so the enemy can just go up to it and start whacking away at it and get rid of it. So there's counters to it, you know, but you know, in the heat of the battle, you know, you're running back and forth trying to attack the other person, get the ball and score. I mean, you know, running all the way to their like goal is it's just not always possible. So, you know, the traps can be overpowered in the end. another thing that I personally liked a lot about this game is when you do make a goal or score, you know, it's kind of like they have this replay system that's real rewarding. And, you know, in my opinion, it's just so tough to make that score. You know, it's a lot of back and forth, like I mentioned earlier. And when you do finally have the opportunity to make it, or a team member makes it, you just feel a sense of accomplishment, because you really have to come together and try to defend that person with the ball. Just make that goal. But wait, there's more. So one thing that I do like is you don't only have to make the goal, you know, to win the game. All right, you know, as I mentioned, making a goal, it's pretty hard. So they incorporated some other ways of winning the match also. One of them, which if you maybe on the comms, you know, you work together, I can see it being pretty easy. It's just simply wiping out the whole enemy team. You know, if the whole enemy team completely dies and there's none of them on the actual playing field, then you win that round, you get a point. And then another method of winning the round, when the timer finally runs out, because sometimes I run out of the timer a lot of the time. You know, it's just so back and forth, which I like about the game. But then the timer forces you to pretty much, you know, decide, all right, we need to get the ball on their side of the map, or if it's on our side of the map, they score the points. So it's a pretty good system. I like that because it makes you see the countdown timer going 10, 9, and then you know, you say, oh man, we gotta get the ball and hurry up and get it on their side of the court so we can win the match. It's a good system. I'm liking it so far. So I mean, the game is free, right? Try it out. There's no reason not to try it out. But there is one downside that I've noticed that really kind of ticks me off, and I know, you know, it's not their fault, but these damn queue timers are so long, and I believe it's just because there's simply not enough players that actually know about the game, possibly, or are constantly on the game. I'm not exactly sure why, but on average, you know, it's around maybe 10 to 5 minutes. I know, it's not that big of a deal. You know, when you're pumped up, and especially after you came out of a match, and maybe you won that match, you're super pumped up. And you click play again, and then you gotta wait 10 minutes. It just kind of breaks me down, you know, and I lose my motivation to continue playing. So that might be one of the issues here. I don't know how they can improve it, but I sure hope they do. Or maybe just as the game becomes more popular and more developed, that queue timer thing won't be an issue no more. So, you know, I'll give it some time. But overall, you know, besides that, this game is pretty solid. You know, I could see it becoming, you know, extremely competitive in the future, as it just has that sense of, you know, working together as a team, all right, and then scoring the goal. I mean, it's a pretty simple concept, but there's a couple things that actually go into it. And you know, I don't know if I mentioned, but each character, they also have their different own special abilities and moves. So it's pretty complex at the end of the day. But then it's so simple that anyone could just hop in game and just enjoy themselves. So honestly, if you like what you're seeing, go try it out. You know, add me, let me know. We'll party up together. You know, I'm gonna continue playing this game. It's fun. As always, you know, I appreciate you coming here, watching. Leave some comments. Let me know what you think. And you know, see you in game. Have a good day. Bye, mother.